Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It's Ravynthesimmer and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we are working on a fall farm family home. Fall farm family home. That one was difficult. It is located in Brindleton Bay on the lot Hindquarter Hideaway. It is on a 30 by 20 and it is going for 70,217 simoleons. I remembered to give this one lap traits, so I gave it great soil, homey, and good schools. It was a family home, so I figured the good schools would help a lot with the homework, and good soil because it is a farm home. It is a farm-style house, a country-style house, if you will, and I did put on the side lot here on the left of the house a little plot of farmland. You'll see it when we get there, but I think it looked super cute, and I absolutely loved it. And it is officially fall time. So I was really inspired to do something a little fall-timey. I didn't really want to go in the Halloween direction. I just kind of wanted to stay in the spirit of the season instead. So instead of doing like a spooky-esque home, I did a little, it's fall time. I used the fall season to build this home, though you can't really tell other than in the plants in the background. But I think it looks really, really cool, and I can't wait to see what you guys think of it. Yeah, I tried to go with like some browns and grays. I thought it looked really pretty, so I would really like to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this cute little family home. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I had a ton of fun making it. Yeah, I also noticed though at the end of this video, I forgot to put trash in a mailbox, like put the mailbox where it's supposed to go and put trash cans. So I did go back and fix that. So it is on the gallery currently on under Ravynthesimmer. You can find it there, and it is also called Fall Farm Family Home. That is a tongue twister that'll get me every time. But you can find it on the gallery there and download it. Let me know what you think. I absolutely love this house. I think it's really cute. It's one of my better homes, I do think. Yeah. Anyway, I'm in here typing in my cheats so I can get into that good old debug menu and find a truck, because what is more farm than a truck, huh? And I found this really cute orange one. I was like, oh, fall time, love it. So I went with this orange truck, and later I end up putting some pumpkins in the back of it after I figure out what I'm doing here with the landscaping, which I think turns out really cool. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. It's officially October, which means it's spooky season. I don't really know so much what's going on with COVID and trick-or-treating. My son's only 2, so luckily I don't have to worry about like him being too upset about it, about like not going trick-or-treating, but I'm trying to see maybe if we'll do something with my family. Like maybe we'll go to my dad's house and everybody will hide behind a different room, like behind a different door of a room in their little Halloween costumes, and you can go trick-or-treating that way. I mean, again, he's only 2, he does not need that much candy to begin with. So, yeah, maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know. What are you guys doing? Do you have any plans? Do you not celebrate Halloween at all? Like, let me know. Let's start a conversation. But here I am working on that little plot of land, the little farmland plot I was talking about earlier. I think this came out so cute. I like that I used this broken down fence piece right here. It filled the space really nice, and it kind of made it that like older, worn down look, which is what I was going for, especially with how overgrown I kind of made this area. Like I imagine this area gets a lot of water because obviously they're growing plants here, so like the grass is a little bit overgrown over here because it'd probably be hard to like take care of and maintain of the grass and stuff. Obviously you have to weed the plants there, but yeah. I also figured if you wanted to maybe have your Sims plant their own plants here, you could just simply delete I think that's cabbage. I'm gonna go with cabbage. Maybe it's lettuce, but you can go ahead and just delete the plants that are there and fill it in with your own plants. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and if you end up doing that, please do let me know. I'd love to see what you guys make. Yeah, here I am just spooking up the place. It took me a long time to remember what the word for scarecrow was, so I edited out the 5 minutes, legitimate 5 minutes of me trying to figure out the word for scarecrow. But we got there, and I think it's a cute little addition. Apparently that scarecrow comes to life sometimes, and you can have babies with it, and you can have a scarecrow baby. I've never done it, haven't tested it out myself, but I'm a part of a few different kinds of Sims groups on Facebook, and that's what the word on the street is. If if you believe it. I think the only plant that looks very fall time in this build is the rose bush I put on the corner there because it's dead, and everything else is pretty luscious and green, but I think it's because we're at the beginning of the fall season. They could die eventually, but I don't know. Here I am filling up the back of this truck with some pumpkins. I thought that was so cute. Like maybe they had just done a trade deal at a different farm and they got pumpkins and the other farmers got some cabbage or something. I don't know. I thought it was a cute little idea. Here I am placing some jack-o'-lanterns. But like as far as like Halloween-y spooky, that was pretty much as far as I've gone. Later I do come back and put little candles inside the pumpkins to make them glow, because I think it's a little lame that they don't glow on their own, you know? So, unless they do and I've just been wrong this whole time and I put candles in them in vain. But when I changed it to nighttime, they didn't glow, so I took it upon myself to make sure for certain that they do glow. But here I am. I'm going to start working on the colors of the house and everything. It took me a hot minute to figure out what I wanted to do with this house. It took me kind of an embarrassing long time. So I did also edit this out. I ended up having like 4 hours of footage to go through. But we got there, and I really like how I went with this like brown color with the brick. I think it ends up becoming really, really pretty. And I also struggled with these stairs for a pretty embarrassing amount of time too. So I edited out a bit of that as well. When I first started this, I kind of thought making these 2 rooms a bathroom and laundry room. And then I decided to skip that idea and only do bathrooms on the top because I couldn't get this window to sit in the center and it looked nice. And I didn't include a dishwasher. I included a dishwasher, which I don't include in most of my builds, but I didn't include a washing machine and a dryer. I kind of feel like if you wanted to, you're totally free to add that to your game, but I think it'd be a pretty neat idea with how the family is, or at least in my head is, if you did like a tub and dryer line, like the hanging part, you know what I'm talking about. the laundry line, that's what it's called, right? A laundry line. You could probably put that in the backyard and find a nice place for the bucket. It took me a long time to figure out what I was going to wow. It took me a long time to figure out what I was going to do with the upstairs. The downstairs came together pretty quickly, but the upstairs, we struggled for a bit on the upstairs, but we ended up figuring it out. The downstairs was just very open, so the openness of the floor plan really worked, and for a while on the upstairs I had to walk away from it. I was like, okay, let's go decorate the outside a little bit, let's go work on the flooring, because like, ooh, it was frustrating me, but I think the way that it came out is actually really nice, and I made it for 4 Sims total. I imagine 2 boys and 2 parents, a mom and a dad or otherwise. Yeah, I kind of left the boys' room a little up for, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of any words today. I kind of left it up to you guys, like, on how you wanted it. I kind of wanted to leave it a little bit more dull, a little blank, so you could, like, turn out the personalities of these kids. I kind of feel like, in the way I play the game anyhow, that my children are always kind of, like, bland, but when they become teenagers I really get like the storyline going, if that makes sense. So I kind of made it like a bland, maybe a twin boy room. They don't really have very many different interests or anything, so I kind of left that up for you guys to like want to figure out to do, like how you want to shape your sim. So I didn't really put too much effort into it. Yeah, I had a little bit of builder's block. Well, not so much builder's block, I guess it was more like decorator's block. I had a little issue of that when it came up to the boys' bedrooms especially. But here I am decorating the kitchen. I thought the stove and fridge looked so stinking cute. And it matches the tile, the backsplash tile on the walls really, really well, and I love it so much. So I wanted originally to go with this giant U shape, but I didn't like how there's only a 1 space entrance to the kitchen, so I ended up just deleting one of the counters and making it a 2 space entrance, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean here in a minute when I actually do it. But yeah, I really liked the way I cluttered this kitchen as well. I feel like I made it very homey. Let's see, there we go. I think it looks really nice. You can add bar stools to these counters if you'd like to. I didn't, because I put a big family table right next to it, but Yeah, you can add that if you want. I just thought it was like a nice little extension, so it kind of brought the dining room and the kitchen together, so it didn't seem like the kitchen was tucked away from the dining room. I wanted to feel a little bit more cohesive, so I added that bit of counter to kind of bring the direction of the flow, if that makes sense. At least I hope it makes sense, and you catch my drift when I'm trying to decorate it. Here I am just cluttering up. I do clutter for quite a bit. It's not my most cluttered home, don't get me wrong, but it is, I think it's well done. But that's me toot my own horn. I saw Simlissy, I don't know if you guys follow her, you should, she's amazing. I saw her do this with one of her newer videos where she used that little decorative shelf and put it in the corner over there. I thought that was just a darling idea, so I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it when I saw that corner, it was empty and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I had to do it. Again, I'm going to apologize for my squeaky chair. There's not much I can do about it. And I can't stop moving if you made me. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna finish up cluttering in here in a minute. I'm gonna go into the debug menu and grab some cute little, it looks like olive oil bottles to me. It could be wine bottles, but they're just glass bottles, so it's up to you what you want them to be. It's up to your imagination. Yeah, I was building this and I thought, do people usually keep dog treats on their counter? I'm not a dog owner. I have been in the past, but I'm not currently a dog owner, and I can't remember where we kept our dog treats. I think we kept it in the pantry or in the laundry room, and I don't know, is that weird to keep your dog treats like around the people food? Because there's like peppers, there's jarred peppers right next to the dog treats. Is that weird or not? Because I really don't remember. I don't think it is, so I'm gonna go with it's not. Here I am adding the last few bottles to the counter, and I think that's going to be pretty much it for the kitchen area. I do go over and hang up some wall art. I put that little notepad with a pen next to it on the counter, and I thought maybe the mom or the dad or whoever cooks, they like to write down their own recipes and make their own recipes, so I kind of added that little book as a little Easter egg, I suppose you could say. And I just go over to decorate this little area and try to make it feel a little bit more homey. Yeah, I think I put a, what do you call it? A fall time decoration on the table, on that little, what would you call that thing? The little china cabinet? Like the short china cabinet, but I can't remember if I did or if I just ended up leaving it blank. Yeah, it looks like I left it blank, but I found these cute pumpkins. I absolutely had to use them. They were so cute and they're perfect for what I was going for. Ended up sizing them up and sticking them in the corner because it filled up the space really nicely. And then I stuck, oh there it is. It was a little dog thing, it's cute. I stuck a smaller version or the regular size version of it next to the door on the opposite side in different colors. I just thought it was really cute. They're perfect fall time colors, and I don't know, I just thought it was darling. So here I am with the kitchen table. I end up getting a flower vase from Cats and Dogs and sizing it down, I think, twice. And then finagling it on top of the kitchen table like that. When I came to pick curtains, I picked these fall leaf ones, and I thought, Raven, are you being a little too extra here? And I decided, no, I'm not. When I was a kid, my mom would have these boxes of decorations for all of the seasons, and I'm pretty sure we had some decorative curtains. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain I remember that. So I thought, if it's good enough for my family, it's good enough for this family. So I went with these cute little fall leaf decorative curtains, and when it's springtime or summer or winter, you can definitely change them out if you'd like to, or just leave them right along. There's no wrong way to do it. But here I am just finishing the last bit of this house, and then I'm going to work on the foyer area and the entrance of the house. I do put a giant dog bed in here. I don't know what it is with farm style houses or country style homes that make me really think of big dogs, but there it is. Yeah, and I'm just now doing the entrance of the house. I thought this is a very boot-wearing family, so we're gonna keep that. Yeah, I put this cute little, not a coffee table, it's like a hallway table? I put a cute little hallway table in here, and I placed quite a few clutter items on it. One of which being a little woven basket. And I imagine in my head, I don't know if you guys are like this, but I have a little bowl I put my keys in so I don't lose them. I put keys in, loose change, I'm sure like buttons or something. Some small things I've collected along the way that I'm not quite sure what to do with. I end up putting in a little bowl by my front door, so I put a little basket there because I think that's a cute little realistic gameplay idea. Yeah, it was really cute, but that's pretty much it for the entryway. I do size up this cute little fall-time rug and stick it in front of the door because that's just darling. I figured this home is lived in, and though it is cluttered like it's, I don't know, it's cluttered like it's lived in, but it's not necessarily lived in, if that makes sense. There's no like garbage, nothing's really out of place. But I included this little box of random stuff in there just to make it like look like it's actually lived in, if that makes sense. Like there is a little bit of clutter that doesn't belong. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, when it came to this build, I had a lot of decoration block. I couldn't figure out what to do with the couch situation. So I know that it was a weird jump cut right there, and there's several weird jump cuts in this whole video, and I apologize for that, but some of these rooms were really frustrating to do. I combined two 3-seater sofas. They're from, I think these ones are from Seasons. And I stuck them together and made an L-shaped couch. It looks a little silly, but since the couch has a lot of pillows on it, I think it kind of balances out well in the middle, so it doesn't look super weird. It should be fully functional. Let me know what you think of that idea. I've seen a few other people do it. I just thought it was a good idea. Yeah, and then I used, excuse me, it's been a long week. I used this TV up here for Eco Lifestyle. And I had to kind of push it back into the wall to make it fit, but I thought it was cute because this family doesn't seem like it has a whole bunch of money. Everything is, I mean, there are certain things that are nice, like the couch is really nice, and the kitchen table is really nice, but like other things are kind of worn and old, so I didn't think they had a whole bunch of money to use on electronics. They're kind of more outdoorsy folk anyway. There is a fishing pond, by the way, nearby, so you can get your fishing skill up if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on the new TV or anything like that. I think what I do left is I throw a chess table up here in the corner. I throw that chore chart from Parenthood up in the corner. I do later put a guitar in next to the plants to the right of the fireplace, and a toy box, and that completes this room. And with this backspace, I imagined doing a library or like a study type deal, or like a home office maybe. And I decided to make a knitting room, and I think it looks super cute. My mom knits, and so I kind of made it in what I would think she would like for a knitting room. So I hope she likes it. She watches all my videos. She doesn't play Sims, but she's just supportive and watches me anyway. Yeah, I imagined this little frog on the back table as well. I wanted to do a fish tank at first, but the fish tanks didn't look right, so I put a little can of fish food next to a frog table, and I imagined the boys were out playing one day and they found this frog, and they were like, "Can we keep it?" And the mom and dad were just like, "Yeah, it's fine, but you gotta take care of it." Because if I had a nickel for every time I did that in my childhood, ooh boy, I'd be a rich lady. It wasn't frogs or toads, though my lovely fiance did bring home a toad a couple of weeks ago. He found hopping around our neighborhood in the middle of the desert with 101 cats. So he brought this toad home, and I don't know how to take care of toads. So we ended up releasing it in a big field so that it can hop to its content and find its own food. So we had to let him go because I didn't know how to take care of him right. I put a lot of nifty knitting objects in this room. I think it looks super duper cute. I put a whole bunch of like knitted toys on the table, thinking maybe the mom was knitting it for her children, or maybe she was going to donate them later. I don't know what like exactly the story is, but those are some of the things I did imagine. Speaking of donation, I just cut off 15 inches of my hair, and I asked to save it, so my hairdresser, her name is Sam, she's a lifesaver, saved it for me, and I put it in a bag, and now I'm not 100% sure what I should do with it. I know I want to donate it to a trustworthy organization, so if you guys have any ideas on trustworthy organizations to donate 15 inches of my hair to make into a wig, I don't want it to be like sold for people, like obviously if you want a wig, buy a wig, but like I kind of wanted it to go to like cancer patients who might not have the money to buy a wig. So I was thinking of doing Locks of Love. I've donated them to them before when I was a kid, but yeah, let me know if you guys know any. Yeah, I would really appreciate the help. Yeah, but I skipped over the 2 bathrooms because my bathrooms look the same absolutely every time. So I started building on the parents' room here, and I was trying to squeeze in a dresser, and I found that dresser that looks like a linen cabinet, and I was like, oh, that would look super cute in the hallway, and it wouldn't even look like a dresser. So yeah, you can change your Sims there, but there's also a mirror in the bathroom, the ensuite bathroom. You can also change your Sims through that as well. But yeah, I just kind of threw together this little farm-esque bedroom. I had to use that cats and dogs bed. It is just super cute. And here I am moving on to the boys' room. It's bland. It's really not my best work. I kind of had, it was 50-50. I had some decorators block, 50% I wanted you guys to kind of like decorate it to how you want your Sims to be, you know what I mean? Like maybe my vision isn't what your vision is, and I don't want you to have to go through, I didn't really want to have you to have to go through deleting 90% of my decorations to put your own in, so I kind of made it bland. But at the same time, I also had some bad blocks, so yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks like we're about to catch up to the screenshots, so remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!